Treka, I know that this is a difficult time for you and so many. In the interest of full disclosure, I have so many friends who work for GSA, so I know directly how they are still trying to figure out what will happen come October 24th, the next day that you all are expected to pull a paycheck.
Yeah, just like our fellow brothers and sisters at GSA, we too. I represent those who work for housing and urban development, and we too are feeling these strains. Nearly every member that I have come across and had discussions with, they are going through their budget line by line, seeing what things that they can cut out of their budget. And let's not forget that that is going to have a direct impact on our local economies.
And what I've heard, Treka, a friend of mine told me to say, Nick, and in the meantime, we're sitting here without getting paid, and we're watching men in fancy suits go back and forth pointing the finger at each other.
It's absolutely incredibly frustrating. We are so frustrated on top of being stressed out since I don't know, January when those executive orders started trickling down that we're very clear that we're not in favor of the federal workforce. So this didn't just happen a few days ago. This when our government shut down, I mean, we have been under attack for months. And then to flirt around with the idea of not paying us because you guys can't do your job, Congress, I mean, it's infuriating and it's hurtful. And yeah.
Treka, as a leader, because I know that there are many who turn to you for guidance, for support, how are you helping to steer those within the union through this challenging time?
Yeah, so like we are always saying, call your congressperson. Those are the decision makers that are basically, not getting the job done. We want to work. We miss our jobs incredibly. We at the same time we need to feed our family as well. So I am telling our members all the time, please, call your congressperson, and then second, lean on one another. Like we a lot of us have actually been through this before. This is my second furlough, and it's really hard, but you've got to lean on those who've been through it before, as well as other, we have a union community for a reason, right? This is where we step in and fill the gap where our decision makers are not filling the gap by being there for one another. If someone is out there maybe struggling, I encourage my members who are listening today, reach out to them, let them know that their union is here and they are not going anywhere.
Treka, amongst all this in the backdrop, you've also had to deal with rifts and figuring out how all of that will fall into place. And when we ask average Americans who do they blame for the shutdown, it seems as though the numbers are split. Democrats in Congress, last week it was at 30%. This week, that number jumped to 33%. Trump and Republicans, we asked Americans who they blame for the shutdown. Last week, it was 41%. This week, 39%. If I'm understanding you correctly, Treka, you're like, I'm tired of going back and forth over who's to blame for this. Just get it done.
Absolutely. That is absolutely correct. Just get it done. That is what we do day in and day out when we are working. Get it done for the American people. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle. I asked a congresswoman yesterday in a roundtable, which I welcome. Like, if any congressperson is listening right now on either side in Kansas or Missouri, please reach out to me. I am searchable now. I would love to just let you know how much we are struggling right now as a federal workforce. But as I said to her yesterday, or asked her, are y'all having dinner with one another? Are y'all having, a solidarity happy hour? Another union leader asked, I mean, that's what we're doing. We are expected to collaborate and lean on one another because this is a team. This is a team effort. Every one of our agencies, which was very clear after yesterday's discussion with our congresswoman, was that all these agencies are reliant on each other for information on data to support and help the American person, no matter who you voted for.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.